Now, I wanted to talk about this Burna Boy and AKA situation that happened. I've noticed that it's getting a lot of attention on social media. A lot of people are quick to pick sides, and it's creating a lot of division within Africa, obviously, because anybody that comes from Nigeria will most probably support Burna Boy because of patriotism, and a lot of people from South Africa are obviously going to support AKA. Now, not long ago, South Africa's received a lot of global attention because there's been a string of xenophobic attacks specifically towards Nigerians as well as other African refugees. And one thing a lot of people didn't expect is for this tension to somehow find its way into African hip hop. Now, for a lot of people, like myself included, this beef kind of took us by surprise since a lot of us thought of Burna Boy and AKA as friends, maybe not best friends or anything, but maybe they had a type of cool relationship with one another. This is probably because of their hit single from 2014, All Eyes on Me, which was obviously a huge success. So obviously in support of his Nigerian brothers in South Africa, Burna Boy was quick to turn to social media to express his distaste and anger towards South Africa, and someone who was caught in the crossfire was AKA. A Nigerian rapper by the name of YC brought up allegations against AKA, stating that the rapper was xenophobic towards Nigerians specifically. This caught the attention of Burna Boy, and he told the whole world that he's against AKA and anyone who's affiliated with him. Now, I'm not going to go through all his tweets. If you want to see those, you can search them online. But basically, the gist of what he said was that if he sees AKA again, be it in Nigeria or South Africa, basically on sight without hesitation. Burna Boy also claimed that he was boycotting South Africa in all performances and all collaborations with South African artists. And this also caused a number of Nigerians to express their distaste for AKA. Now, the statements that AKA made that angered Burna Boy and YC were regarding South Africa's loss in the AFCON quarterfinals earlier this year to Nigeria. On Twitter, AKA said how he hates losing to Nigeria because it's something that happens often. Burna took this personally, and now that caused the beef that we have today. Now, something a lot of South Africans are saying about Burna Boy is that they feel disappointed in him and his words because it really seems like AKA's anger was specifically regarding a sports match. On Twitter, AKA said that South Africa and Nigeria are the biggest rivalry on the continent, a sibling rivalry because they're brothers and sisters, and that his comments made towards Nigeria were taken out of context, basically trying to calm the situation at hand and show that he isn't a xenophobic person. Personally, I believe AKA when he says that his comments were taken out of context and that what he said on Twitter were just tweets made in the heat of the moment. I mean, we've all seen people do crazy things when their favorite team loses to a longtime rival. But at the same time, I can also understand why people would believe that he is xenophobic towards Nigerians, considering that earlier this year when Casper Nyovest stated that he wishes he was Nigerian, AKA was one of the first people to snap on him and tell him how disrespectful what he said was towards South Africa. And not just that, but one thing people also need to remember is that in AKA's career, he's lost out on 2 BET awards. The first one being to Davido, a fellow Nigerian rapper, and the second one being to Burna Boy. Now, for the time being, AKA seems to keep reminding people that what he said wasn't xenophobic toward Nigerian citizens in South Africa and that he doesn't promote any violence towards them, and claiming that he has nothing to apologize for. And I also just wanted to say props to AKA because a lot of the times in hip hop, if a rapper comes at you and says something disrespectful to you in front of the whole world, be it through a diss track or a tweet, common thing to do is to slap back with something disrespectful towards that rapper. Usually because a lot of artists are scared that the world would see them as weak or soft or like they lost the beef. And AKA showed a lot of maturity by understanding how fragile the situation at hand is and that creating more conflict wouldn't solve anything. But what do you guys think? What are your takes on AKA's tweets and Burna Boy's reaction? Leave a comment in the comment section below and don't forget to subscribe, and that's that.